Right now, I know that this is my lane. And if I stay in my lane, if I do what I'm supposed to do the way that I was designed to do it, then I'll always feel like there's room for me. There's enough room for you. We live in this mindset, we live in this scarcity mindset where we believe that there's not enough room for us. You know, there's not enough room for what we have to offer. There's not enough room for our creative endeavors. And it's a lie. The fact that you're born proves that there's enough room for you. God put you here for a reason. You know, you're not just some sort of miracle mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like you were created, you were knitted together in your mother's womb. So every fiber of your being was created on purpose. Every single fiber of your being was created on purpose. So there's no way that there's no room for you. There's no way that there's no room for you. Now, what happens is sometimes we step into other people's lanes and find that there's no room for us because we're not meant to be in that lane. I think that that's a difference. I think that's a matter of not knowing who you are and what you were created for. But in terms of being created and being in your own garden, like tending to your own garden, there's always enough room for you. And I'm not a very competitive person. I've never been. I played sports like all my life, but I've never been competitive. I like when I win, but I play for the fun of it. I play because it's fun. And I think in a lot of sports, I was a really good athlete because I had so much fun. Because I knew what position to play. I knew I was a center. I am not a guard. I'm not a forward. I am a center. Like, I'm good here. Like, this is where I belong. Like, I have no handles. Like, just, you know, I have to know what I'm good at. And I had a great time, but I was never competitive with my teammates. I never wanted a position that somebody else had because I was very comfortable where I was at that time. I think for us, it's similar in life. We have to know, you know, search and find out, like, what did God put in me that I'm really good at, that I love doing, that breaks my heart, that, you know, insert whatever, however you find your passion. And when we go back to our maker, to the person who like made us and gave the stamp of, all right, you're approved to be, you know, launched into the world and do what I have called you to do. When we go back to him and seek those answers, we'll find the things that he created us to do. And sometimes it's as simple as chasing your curiosities, safe curiosities. For example, now I'm not any like super accomplished by the world's terms of accomplishment. I'm not a super accomplished singer, songwriter, but God gave me those curiosities and he gave me the passion to, and the family around me to put that fire inside of me to learn music, to write my own songs, to sing. That is my lane. You know, if I were to, I don't know, do something I'm not really good at, like let's say an engineering lane, and we can talk like music engineering, I don't know, sure. So sound engineering, sorry. If I were to step into that lane, I would feel out of place. I would feel like there's not enough space for me because it's not meant for me to be there, at least not right now anyway. Where I am right now, I know what I love to do. I know what God wants me to do in this instance. Maybe later on there'll be a different calling because I feel like there are different, you know, stages in life. But right now, I know that this is my lane. And if I stay in my lane, if I do what I'm supposed to do the way that I was designed to do it, then I'll always feel like there's room for me. And I think it's the same for you. We don't have to compete with anybody. I don't have to compete with anybody. You know why? Because God created my lane for me. He created my garden for me. Even if someone else's garden is bigger, my garden is for me. I probably can't handle a bigger garden. I probably wasn't meant to handle a bigger garden right now. Maybe right now, all I'm supposed to do is create, you know, these little songs, little a cappella covers, or, you know, write these songs for projects that I put out, you know? Maybe later on I'll be writing songs for other people. Who knows? Like, we always have to remember that there's room for us. You know, it's a setup to be discouraged and to feel like nothing I do matters, but it does. Even if it matters to two people, those two people need what you have. They need you. You were created to influence and encourage those two people. Having a scarcity like mindset will cause you to do a lot of things that are just destructive. There's nothing constructive about having a scarcity mindset. It'll have you competing with other people, tearing other people down, just to feel better about yourself, or have you not pursuing what you need to pursue because you feel like, well, it's already been done, so I can't do it. I'll probably do a whole video on that, on this idea of it's already been done. So what? It hasn't been done by you. And then again, it's about the comparison. It all comes down to not minding our own business, to not tending to our own gardens. It's all about looking over the fence and like, they got tulips over there and I only got azaleas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, like your garden is beautiful. They might have succulents and you got, trees or flowers. I don't know. Like, it all matters. You have to tend to your own garden and understand that there is room for you because God made you. If God made you, he made room for you. He didn't put you on this earth to be ashamed of what you have. Like, can you imagine that? Like, just think about that. You give a gift to somebody and they're ashamed to wear it. They're ashamed to put it on because of what other people think, or because, they don't think it's good enough. Like, they don't think the gift that you gave them is good enough to wear or to show off. Like, no, be proud. Be proud of the gifts that God gave you. Be proud of the environment that he put you in. Because with God, there is no scarcity. He's literally abundant. He said, your gifts will make room for you. He will make the space for you. He will put you in those spaces, but you have to do well with the gifts that he's given you. And again, I'm saying this to you because I'm saying it to myself. Like, it's very easy. I don't have it all together. I fight this thing every day. I literally have to tell myself all the time, there's room for me. There's room for me. There's room for me. I don't have to go in here being all cramped up, trying to take a little corner, trying not to take up space. No, God will give me the space. He will give me the space. And there's room for me because I'm here. I hope this was encouraging. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment below. Like if you liked it. Subscribe because I'll be putting out more videos like this again. Kind of keeping like an encouragement diary to myself and to other creatives. So along with, whatever I create. I hope you all are able to take something from this, be encouraged. And yeah, much love and much joy. See y'all later.